maybe you can explain to my users. There is a target conflict between wet and ice, especially when it comes to Nordic development. And not many people really understood this target conflict. And maybe from your side, can you explain how difficult is it to handle both wet and ice,
Well,
especially
ice,
through your development?
yeah. Ice, especially dry ice, is mainly due to compound, in fact. So that's why we were able to get that generation change. But the conflict is really managed by the amount of oil and silica that you put inside the compound. And basically, I would take an example. An elastomer is like and you know that very well, an elastomer is like a big spaghetti, okay? And if you don't do anything to those spaghetti and you put them in a bowl, they would go in a very not arranged position. And the fact that when you try to put silica, you don't have a lot of place to put silica. And if you arrange the spaghetti in a way that they can leave space for the silica, then you are able to keep what is the base of the elastomer, but also improving wet performance, so adherence with the amount of silica that you put inside the compound. So it's really managing that arrangement of the spaghetti, I would say, the elastomer, to put more silica into the compound. And that's exactly what we have done with that new generation.
Silica doesn't affect ice performance, right?
No, but ice, especially dry ice, is like dry, in fact. It's the amount of rubber that you put on the ice, of course, with the right compound, but it's mostly a slick tire will be very good on ice because it's the amount of compound that you put on the road, in fact, that will grip the ice surface. Wet ice is a bit different because you have also, and that's why you have so many sculpture design on the nice tires, because you have to cut the water film between the tire and the ice to be able to go to the ice. And you need that design. So that's really the management of the design of the sculpture, the compound, and its ability to be very good in dry, so on ice, in fact, and also on wet by putting more silica inside it.
And traditionally, other manufacturers, of course, they struggle to balance this, right? So because they cannot put enough silica dispersion onto this long chain of spaghetti elastomer.
And this is why we have proprietary mixing technology also that we use, because this is the key challenge. You know, it's not only about the ingredients, it's also about the way you are mixing them. And that's also what makes the dispersion of the compound very good. And this is why also you are able to obtain the wear performance that you get on this, because it's your capacity to do a compound that will be hard to mix in that case, and put the ingredients at the right time, at the right temperature with our proprietary mixing. And that allows us to have that very, very good dispersion, but also our capacity to mix those compounds that are very difficult to mix initially.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.